Welcome back to MMA Al Dente. I'm here to talk about Amanda Lemos versus Mackenzie Dern. My pick for this fight is Amanda Lemos. I think she can duplicate a lot of the success of Jessica Andrade and the other girls that have beaten Mackenzie, but I do think on the spectrum of danger, she's much closer to Jessica Andrade than anybody else. So if things are going her way, a TKO is possible, but I would still pick her to win by decision. Amanda Lemos by decision is my pick, because despite the recent setback, and what a shit setback it was to Andrade, I mean, Mackenzie Dern looked fucking awful in that fight. But despite all that, historically, she's looked very durable in defeat in 5-round fights, 3-round fights against some very good fighters, and I think that would hold up her durability, and I'd pick Lemos to win by decision. That is the pick. Lemos has been defeated 3 times. TKO'd, I think, in her debut to Leslie Smith, who was like much bigger than her, fighting at bantamweight. And Leslie Smith is like a Diaz brother. So if you give her the physicality advantage, you're giving her the fight. And she was able to bully Amanda Lemos. She was tapped out once by Jessica Andrade, who I think maybe laid out the blueprint for either one of these fighters to beat the other. But Jessica Andrade got her out of there with an arm triangle choke standing, one of the coolest submissions ever. And Weili Zhang beat her in her last fight in a 5-round decision. I almost said 5-round war. It wasn't a war, but it was a dominant performance from Weili Zhang. Total control throughout that whole fight. And Amanda Lemos looked really tough. I thought she really impressed me, just like Mackenzie Dern impressed me by looking durable in defeat. Amanda Lemos did, but against the best fighter in Weili Zhang, who was having her way with her. So I think if Mackenzie Dern was to win, it could come by submission or decision. Of course, the submission is always on the table. But I'm impressed with both girls, even in defeat. And here I'm picking Amanda Lemos to win. I think Lemos will be able to take away the wrestling of Mackenzie Dern, which is almost non-existent. Mackenzie doesn't have a lot of conventional takedowns, and I think Lemos is going to have to worry about all those little BJJ takedowns. Mackenzie Dern has laced up legs to get the fight to the ground. She's jumped with submissions, latching onto a Kimura. She's pulled guard, and she even knocked down Amanda Bobby Cooper to get the fight to the ground. But her wrestling is not up to par. You know, it's been there for her in a few fights. She can bully around some fighters, Angela Hill and whatever. But in general, it's nowhere near where it needs to be to, heighten her jiu-jitsu, the importance of her jiu-jitsu in a fight, the impact of her jiu-jitsu. So Lemos is the pick. I've got her taking away the grappling of Mackenzie Dern, keeping this fight on the feet, and beating her up. Maybe she doesn't get the finish like Andrade did, but I think her power is enough to put Mackenzie Dern on the back foot at some point and certainly keep her off of her. So Lemos by decision is the pick, and Lemos at minus 135, the money line, is the bet right now. I haven't seen any prop bets, but Lemos is certainly my pick, and I like that number. Like, share, subscribe, all that horse shit, and check out my other videos.